I do my own stunts, don't need a backup. Tired of feeling broke, I got my racks up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. There as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Second and 11. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
It inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. Here's just to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. So
in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Prescott. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Prescott on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll try and run it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. To return, here's Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Robinson again on second down. Robinson, a first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got one. Jump. Check.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's checking. Switch. He gets.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. The give is to Elliott.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them. In the stands, I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now here's Pollard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular